The director I chose was Guillermo del Toro from Mexico. The film we'll be looking at is his 2006 Pan's Labyrinth. The protagonist of the film is Ophelia, whose stepfather is a murdering military officer. She finds herself in an enchanted world after witnessing a brutal crime by her stepfather. In this scene, we see our protagonist in a chase with the Pale Man, who she has just stolen food off its table. In my opinion, it's a cat and mouse scene. Ophelia being the mouse and the Pale Man being the cat. First, in this particular scene, we get an establishing shot where the viewer sees a long fire pit lighting the room with a warm yellow color. We see Ophelia standing in front of a long table filled with food, and the Pale Man sitting at the other end, unbothered by her presence. The next shot is a panning shot. The camera is placed on the opposite side of the table and is following Ophelia. The viewer is aware that Ophelia is walking towards the Pale Man, who's off screen. So there's already a sense of danger. The lighting design. There are several practical light sources in this scene. Off to Ophelia's left, we see 3 holes in the ceiling that are lighting the side wall. The other practical lighting is the fireplace behind the Pale Man. There is another large practical light source right above the long food table that lights the Pale Man. At one point, after retrieving the Pale Man's dagger, she walks to the table and it looks like she has a 2-to-1 split lighting on her face. Is Guillermo trying to communicate that there might be a mischievous side to Ophelia? We do see the pixies warning her to stay away from the food, but she swats them away. The whole scene, apart from 2 shots that highlights a sand timer in a cooler Kelvin tone, is warm. The colors give off a false sense of welcome, meaning a warmer tone usually indicates safety and calm, whereas a blue, colder color tone gives off unease and sometimes danger. Costume design. The colors of her dress are a light green with white buttons, and so is her jacket. She has a purse that hangs across her chest and holds the 3 pixies that help her locate the dagger. Her ensemble helps the story by telling the audience that her mission is urgent and she did not have time to prepare for such heroic acts. The costume of the Pale Man is very daunting, very scary, supposed to communicate horror, unease, danger. And once Ophelia takes the food off the table, the monster wakes up and begins the chase. She watches 2 of the 3 pixies being killed, and then she turns and begins to run towards the door she came out of. This scene that Guillermo directed gives the audience a lot of information within the 5 minutes, and it tells of the character of Ophelia attempting to rescue her humanity. Thank you.